the first round of the Betway Premiership. It is now concluded and we are gearing up for AFCON. But this is how the table is until next year, January, after the international break for AFCON only. So Orlando Pirates are leading the pack with 28 points. They have one game in hand. They've played 12 for a while. The number 2, number 3, and number 4 have played 13 games. They are leading Mamelodi Sundowns with only 2 points. Sundowns find themselves in an unfamiliar territory right now because it's been long since they find themselves in a situation like this where they are the hunters, where they are not the chasers. They are chasing a team that is on form, a team that has finally found the rhythm in the league and in the domestic cups. So this is how it is. Now Sundowns are sitting at number 2 with 26 points in an unfamiliar position, especially at this point in time of the league. Normally it's Sundowns who are at the top right now at this time of the season. But hey, the tables have turned. It is what it is. Kukune, another team that is interesting this season. Remember, at some point, Kukune was leading the league for about 5, 6, 7 games. They were at the front of the league. They were the leaders in this league until Orlando Pirates started gearing that momentum and they overtook them. So Kaizer Chiefs also, when you compare Kaizer Chiefs to their form last season, this is a better Kaizer Chiefs compared to last season. Although they are not doing so much for themselves because they are drawing too many games. They are dropping points in too many games, especially when they are playing at home in FNB Stadium. So that's the thing that Coach Khalil and Gaze will be looking to fix maybe in the second round of the league when the league resumes in January. I hope right now this break will help them, especially for the fact that they have the entire team to themselves. No player from Kaizer Chiefs is going for AFCON. So this is a great deal for them. This is where they gotta regroup and focus on those basics that they like. Because Kaizer Chiefs right now at this point in time, they've been lacking basics in this season. Basics like scoring one-on-one chances. Their defense has been a bit shaky. Their midfield is something that should always be fixed because they have the similar problem to last season where a midfield is not a strong, solid, and is costing the entire team. But yeah, we have faith in Coach Kaze and Khalil that they will fix it. Amazulu is another impressive team. They are doing so well, 24 points after 14 games. They are another team that should fix their form when it comes to drawing. They should win more games compared to drawing games. Polokwane City are the dark horses in the league. They are doing fine for a team that has a budget that they have. A team that we normally label them as small teams based on their budget. They are doing fine so far. But the problem with Polokwane City is they are also yo-yoing in the top 8. At one point you find they are number 4. At one point you find them they drop to number 6. So I hope they will also become another team that will be looking to collect as many points as possible in the next round. Durban City, impressive for a team that is newly relegated. New relegated team. You find them where Magesi is, where Stellenbosch is, where Obit is. These are the positions that normally you see a newly relegated team. But Gavin Hunt has done so well, and he has been fired. We don't know what the main reason why the team has been doing well, because of after their loss against Orlando Pirates, the man was fired, and currently they fired the development coach or the reserve team coach, Dentlade. So we don't know what is really going on at Devon City, but as soon as I have intel on those news, I'll bring them. But so far so good for the team that is newly relegated. 15 games and 22 points. They won 6. Not bad for a newly promoted team, like I said. And then my favorite team, TS Galaxy, also is sitting at number 8. I can't say much about TS Galaxy, but I'm impressed for this season. I hope they will finish in top 4. I want to see TS Galaxy that is playing continental football, even if it's just CAF Confederation Cup. For me, a team like TS Galaxy and Stellenbosch, they should be regulars in the CAF Confederation Cup because they are one of the well-run clubs in the league. They are chairmen or they are chair people in these two clubs. They run this team the way a football team should be ran. They are doing pretty well so far the way they run their teams. Master Sukazi and the Ruperts in Stellenbosch, they are like investing too much in this team. So I want to see them regularly in the continental tournaments, in your CAF Confederation Cup especially. Should they play Champions League? It will be a bonus for me because of, but the Champions League most of the time is reserved for Pirates and Sundowns, who've been consistent in participating in those tournaments for almost let's say 5 seasons. They've been participating in those league in those tournaments regularly. So yeah, Richards Bay as a club is a confused club. There's no club that can confuse you like Richards Bay, because of at some point you see a team that is playing so well when they play big teams, when they play Orlando Pirates, when they play Mamelodi Sundowns. But whenever they play a team like your Siwelele, a team like your Marumo Gallants, they tend to play according to how those teams play. When they play teams of their size, they play the way those teams plays. If that team is coming and they do low block, they also reciprocate the same energy. They play in low block. So that's the thing that the technical team at the Richards Bay should fix, because of it doesn't work for the team. So far it doesn't really work for the team, and I wish to see Richards Bay competing in the MTN 8 regularly also, but so far they are not convincing me that they are a team that can regularly be in the top 8. But I'm concerned about Golden Arrows. Mangoba Mneti, we all know that Mangoba Mneti is a great coach. He has done well in Mamelodi Sundowns, and even before going to Sundowns, while he was in Arrows in years ago, he done well. He won this team in MTN 8. Remember, he's the one who won MTN 8 for Golden Arrows, their first MTN 8 trophy, and maybe their last. He's the one who won this team for. So he's in a familiar territory at Golden Arrows. He knows players that he can groom to become better. He knows which players can do the work for him. But so far, not so good. He's sitting at number 10, 14 games, 16 points. That's not good. That you can't play 14 games and have 16 points. That is because that's a difference of 2 points. It's more like you are averaging 0.5 or 1 point per game. So it is not good for Arrows. Siwelele, I will say they are on an upward trajectory, because at some point they were one of the teams sitting at the bottom. So to see them slowly but surely moving up, it's something that is impressive. But I want to see them also fighting to get into the top 8. I want to see them competing with your TS Galaxy and Devon City there, because of Siwelele. So far they have a great technical team and management, and they have a great coach in Letoronolo Siema. This is a man who believes in talent. This is a man who grooms talent. So they should do him justice by collecting points. Marumo Gallants, oh my God, Marumo Gallants is confusing also. Remember, Marumo Gallants at some point was relegated while playing CAF Confederation Cup. So Marumo Gallants recently they went to the final of the Kalim Black Label knockout against Orlando Pirates, where they lost. But when you look their position in the league, you become surprised that this team is doing well in a domestic cup, but is not doing well in the league. How so? That's the confusion that Marumo Gallants is giving us. But one thing I've realized about Marumo Gallants, they are in their cut and paste era. They don't have like a reliable squad, if I could put it in simple. They don't have like a top name players. So yeah, that is concerning. Orbit College at number 13, 14 games, 13 points. Oof, 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 oof. And my prediction at the beginning of the season was that Orbit College will be one of the teams that is relegated, because it wasn't convincing. Even if after your 5-6 game they were still sitting at the bottom. I think they were 15 in the league. So I wasn't like, yeah. Even now their position for me hasn't really like, it's not something that I can clap hands for them. But Stellenbosch, guys, I want to say this. Coach Steve Barker, should he continue the way he continues with Stellenbosch, he will be sacked. And it will be said because of this is one of the reliable clubs. This is one of the reliable coaches. I hope he turns things around. Magezi is poor this season. I don't even want to lie. I've watched most of their games. They are playing poor football this season, including Chipa. But we know Chipa United, how Mr. Mpangesi is running Chipa. So we are not surprised for Chiba sitting at the bottom. They've changed coaches about 4 or 5 times this season, so it's not surprising they are sitting at the bottom with 9 points after 15 games. Horrible. But we will see next year how the league goes. This was just the first round of the league.